live. Monday Night Smoke. Hey.
Oh, October Red, straight out the gate.
Straight out the gate.
With nothing to say as well. Just hold that.
Thank you. Jeez.
This is serious, you know. This is serious. This is serious.
Oh my days.
What's going on? We are leveling up in so many ways.
It's
understand, yeah, these coins,
they're adding up.
They're adding up.
Thank you guys so much, man.
Yeah, because we wanna. I just wanna let people know, because they're our audience as well. So let them in on the journey. We want to promo the pod more, because a lot of people say this is one of the best pods, but people need to see it. So we're gonna really be like putting out some paid tweets and all that kind of. We're gonna push it. We're gonna like push publicity.
No more Frank Warren. No more Frank Warren energy, bro.
No, I want to have a few posters for no reason and flyers.
We got to get in our Eddie bag, get in our David Hay bag. It's the best podcast I've ever seen, ever heard of, ever listened to, watched. Listen, shouts out to Mulla, October Red, Jay Lanks, Jeremy the Surgeon. I see Young Yoda inside. I see IB. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome. Shouts out to Off the Canvas. Who else we got? We got Muhammad.
Lighting a bit low.
Kevin DC, Ashley Williams, Untraceable Don, Muhammad Ahmed, Adam Qayyum, Buffer, Vincent R. Myron, A. Obs, Tim Jerry, bare names like T. Adu. Hey,
names upon names.
Trust Jeremy, thank you, bro.
Jeremy, bro.
You, man.
You man ain't even saying nothing, bro. You
straight in, showing love.
And showing love. We really appreciate it. Let me get on my retweet bag as well. Let me just make 100%.
Sure. Listen, guys, what a weekend of boxing. Oh my days. What are we saying? The Source world champ.
Wait, don't just say the Source. You have to start with the line, bro.
Cool.
You see what Eddie pays me?
You know I've been winning lately. I'm a winner, baby. I can't even lie. Since he's become champ, that tune's been ringing out, fam. I've been getting that off, bro.
You know, there's intros. There's intros in the game, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait, hold on. The fam, where's Puni, bruv? What's going on,
mate? Don't know, bro.
Well, check on these guys, you know. Make sure they're okay, bro.
Yeah, you guys reach out. check if one of the family's good, bro.
On the family, bro, because we gotta know. Flames Boxing always here. I see you.
And like Uncle Michael or Mikael said, "Oh my days! Finally, I can join the Great Defeaters." Yes, sir. The government ain't showing border force. Border force cannot catch me.
Wait, Travis. We need to talk about. I know it's not on the docket. But we do need to talk about a motto showing his face and revealing.
Yeah, that was crazy. A motto jumped on the live and he was fully just in briefs. Was it briefs or just boxers? When he stood up, it was just like, cuz no. Man made his live debut on the pod with no trousers.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He's taking the lockdown life mad seriously, because you know when men be having big Zoom meetings and only the top half is dressed.
Hey, on this moment, there's only a couple men watching. How many times you tried to get off that no trouser thing?
The no trouser? Nah, I'm not really doing the no trouser, but it's mad informal down below. It's just like basketball shorts.
Yeah. No trousers is shorts. That's what I'm saying, but that's not the way you should be keeping it going in a whole meeting.
Guys, this week, I feel like Lawrence Okolie announced himself as a star in the UK. Like, let's be real. We've had a whole sequence of man taking L's on the world stage that had everybody going back to the drawing board talking about, hold on, is British boxing what it needs to be? What do we need to learn? Like, it was a lot of debating. And then Okolie comes through and says, no, I'm snatching that.
No, Okolie came in he came in the most disrespectful way, because that knockout, and the walk-off, I don't think we report respect on the walk-off.
Very disrespectful walk-off, isn't it?
That was too disrespectful. It's like him, and I don't even know if the hands went up a little bit, like, obviously. That was
he walked off. It's like a light shrug, like, yeah, hold that. And it's that look back, like, you clown, man. Listen.
Nah, Okolie right now, he's he's done something incredible.
Yeah.
Like, we have to say it. Bro, 16 fights.
Fam, it's actually mad. And it's not like it was a, you know, when somebody like gets a hold of the belt and you got to quickly take it. Yeah. You know what I mean, it weren't one of those. It was it was one of those fights where people were just like, oh, nah, he ain't going to be able to beat him. Do you know what I mean? He's not ready. He's too early. All this kind of stuff. Got it done, bro.
Got it done. Wait, hold on. It's true. AJ's the king of that knockout walk-off thing, you know?
Oh, yeah.
AJ's the king. The way AJ does it is so disrespectful, though.
It's the shrug, like.
It's the, like...
You brought me out my house for this.
It's so disgusting because you got to think of the soul of the boxer that he's just taken when he's done that. And it's like, again, and that's what I'm saying. The team is winning. That's... And AJ, that's a win for AJ with 258 management, by the way. Come on.
We'll talk about that on the pod. But they've got their first world champ. And AJ is sitting there like, yeah. You lot see my thing. I'm respecting it. But listen, let's throw forward. Dillian Whyte this weekend. Let me see the predictions in the chat before we get heavy into this.
In the chat. Let's go. Because I'm ready to get real smoky with this one because I believe it. I believe it.
It's very interesting settings.
Let's see what they're saying.
How are you? Yeah, Ricky Hatton's son is also making his debut on the card this weekend as well.
Oh, we're gonna
That's going to be exciting. So we're going to be live for that as well. But bro, let's just get out the gate. What are you saying? Dillian Whyte, Povetkin. I'm
going Dillian Whyte. I'm going round 3 knockout. Now you lot know
why are you
on a. I've been doing so well with my call outs. You saw me in the last fight. We had the pillow hand fight.
You called the round. You called the actual round.
Pillow fight. I said, yo, I see. And this is was it Fowler or something like that? You know those?
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know why it's looking like he's gonna get it done. And then we moved into the other fight where we said, you know what, me and you both saw it. We didn't really need to be boxing scholars to realize no one's getting knocked out in this. The slap fist.
Like Joe Cordina and one of those. Yeah,
ever again. I'm done. And then
Dillian though. Let's be real. Why are people so confident that Dillian Whyte is just gonna come in and knock him out? Let's be real for a second.
Bro, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to. This is the reason.
Mullah said you might be getting ahead of yourself still. He said, man had one good prediction. Now he thinks he's Mystic Meg.
Hey, Mullah, I had two, you know.
Mystic MTKG.
I need to get an MTKG shirt immediately, you know. It's in the works. But I will say this. 3rd round, just because the disrespect that I look at Dylan and I know that he knows about the disrespect. The fact that we've been mentioning his name with Okolie, he's sitting there thinking, wait a minute.
How can he be? No, but all right, cool. I hear that. Wait a minute. But Okolie's a world champ now.
I hear that. But I'm the body snatcher, bro. People don't want to fight me. People don't want to fight me. So what are you talking about right now, bro? I'm the A side. Yeah, I did a madness. But I'm the A side, and you don't need to talk about me within the top 3. And Dylan's gonna put on a performance to say, "Whoa!"
I hear that still. Hey, listen, right now we've got something special happening. So before we open the lines, I say we do this. You ready, bro?
Yeah, do it, bro. If you see what Eddie
pays me, you know I've been winning lately. I'm a winner, baby. Welcome to the show, Mr. Okolie, world champ. We can see you, bro.
We can see you perfect. We can see you perfect. World champion in the house.
First of all, congratulations, bro. Congratulations. How does it feel?
Thank you. Yeah, it feels good. Obviously, I'm still waiting for it to sink in. I don't know what the sinking feeling is going to be, but for me, it's nice. Obviously, when I hear I feel it. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about? I'm the new. No, I'm gassed. Listen, one of the best moments. Look at the belt.
Jeez, look at that. Hey, that looks tight. You've been wearing it all day, innit? Be honest. You can share that with us.
Mate, I listen. If we were like outside, I'll be doing a Chris Eubank and you'll be seeing me partying with it. We're indoors right now.
You know what's so crazy? Yeah, I gotta say this: the knockout and the walk off was the most respectful thing I've seen in boxing for a little minute. You know? That walk off that he did after the knockout was very respectful. It's too nonchalant, bro.
Yeah, you did it like you was like raw. Is that what you brought me out my house for? Like, is that it? It was disgusting.
That is hilarious. No, I was really happy with it. I was really, really happy to get that done. You know, obviously throughout the week, I was just holding my nerves and stuff, and just you know, I knew what I was capable of doing. I'm just happy that I was able to kind of show it on the world stage, and you know, I'm just gonna go on from here. Really, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Were there any moments during the fight where you thought like, "Rah, I'm not in control," or a bit shaky, or I need to watch out for this, or was it comfortable sailing the whole way through?
Yeah, no, it was comfortable. I'm always switched on when I'm in the ring, you know, watching their movement pattern. But obviously, I've sparred so much against so many people, so I can kind of tell when people can't get to grips with my style.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's used to, you know, like I said, I always find a way to win. But it's like he's used to guys coming forward. He must have watched some of my fights where I'm eager, so I'm coming forward.
Yeah.
And he then lands good counter shots and stuff. But this one, I was like, you know what? No, like, I'm just gonna like, why am I doing X, Y, Z in the gym and I'm not doing it on fight day? It's unacceptable. So I was just really focused on going in there, putting in a good performance. And I'm happy I did. You know, there's a lot of people that, you know, said it might be too early, I might not be good enough and whatever else. And, you know, I was happy to go out there and show the opposite. And then obviously for the people that wanted to see me do well, I see you guys, I see your live.
The watch along. Yeah,
your watch along. You know, it was great watching that back. I was happy to see you guys' reactions with the knockdown. You can't fake that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake the reaction. So, it was blessing. It was blessed.
What can I want to ask you this question though, because in the first 2 rounds he was in a really low stance. Did you find that difficult to deal with? Because I don't know if he had his enough fitness to keep it up, to stay that low.
No, yeah, that's what obviously I've watched him. You know, I watched how his fights go, and that's the thing. I knew he'd be hard to hit clean with the right hand early on, so we just kind of worked on just jabbing, maintaining the distance. Because a lot of southpaws, especially when you box someone like myself, the mindset is he's a big, strong black guy. And he's gonna throw big right hands, so they're gonna, you know, focus on that. So the battle of the jabs that usually happens won't happen.
Yeah,
if that makes sense, because they're waiting on the right hand. So I was just able to tee off with the left, and I got a bit greedy in one of the rounds. I think round 4, Shane said don't start unloading with the right hand until the middle rounds. And then in between the 5th and the 6th, he said, all right, do it. Do you know what I mean? So I was happy to go out there and get it done. And just, you know, good performance. You know, the pats in the back and that are all nice, but I'm just happy that I have watched that fight back 10 times so far. It's only been 2 days. So that's a sign of a good fight. You know, I've had some fights. Yeah. I don't want to over talk about them. I'm happy I won, but I don't watch them back. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch them back. But all I've done from then is just go on, learn, win, and now, you know, I've got a world title, and you know, I'm excited.
So what is the you said something, Eddie's got to buy you something, yeah? You when I talk about rich people money, because I didn't know what you was talking about. I'm not gonna lie.
Mad. I heard the name, I was like, I don't know what that looks like, but I know it must be expensive.
Have you Googled it yet?
Nah. Was it a sky dweller, did he say?
That's the one. It's a sky dweller. And I made sure I emphasize the word gold. Don't watch that. I made sure I emphasize the word gold. Because, you know, there's different variations. He said gold, I said gold. No problem. Gold sky dweller. Yeah.
So you shouted out Dwyer. You shouted out Dwyer at the end, yeah? And everyone, that was hilarious, bro. Like, talk about that. Did you plan that? Did you have that in your mind the whole way into the fight?
Yeah,
like
100%. Obviously, you know, Dwyer is someone that I watched boxing as a fan. Before I got to this level, there's, you know, the Dwyers, Hatman Boxing, yourselves, you know, there's a whole host. I watch it for entertainment purposes, you know, and other
yeah.
fighters. So when my name comes up, and also, sorry, I watch because I believe that, you know, when there's people online, 9 times out of 10, it's like, whatever. But when I've heard someone be objective about other people, I can take on what they're saying and say, that's the temperature outside. Okay, it was a shit fight. Okay, it was a good fight. Okay, this. And I get, and I cross-reference it with what I feel of myself. However, it was such a mad night. So on the night of the fight, I got some wild message like, yeah, mate, you're going to have a shit night's sleep and you're going to get knocked out tomorrow.
Raw.
And that's one of the last things I read before I was about to go to bed. I just said, nope, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Got rid of that one. Got into, yeah. Then I got into a buff, and I was just, you know, relaxing before a night's sleep. And then the Dwyer thing popped up. And obviously I said, oh my, Dwyer, talking about that. He doesn't really talk about British fighters, whatever. So I never made that mistake again, but I decided to watch it. And I'm watching it. It's maybe 11 because I'm trying to go to bed later.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and I heard my Wi-Fi is moving mad as well, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, fam.
Is it?
Look, you're giving us PS2 graphics.
Swear.
It's fine. We're just gonna have to wait. Come on, Okolie's Wi-Fi, pull through, bruv.
He's in the car, but his Wi-Fi is moving better than mine, bro.
Oh my gosh.
That's a tunnel still.
Yeah, something's going on there. It's all right. We're gonna be patient with this one. Still, this he's back. Lovely.
Okay.
There you go. Cool. There you go.
What happened? I forgot what I was talking about. But long story
short, oh, he said he mentioned you.
And he was talking, but he didn't just mention me. And listen, I'm still right now a fan, but it stuck with me. And he's just like, Laurence can't jab and move. He can't this, can't that, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, Karaki's going to get inside and do this and that. And Laurence isn't strong and he's skin and bones. And what are they thinking? And I thought to myself, okay, no problem. And then I just commented and said, don't worry, tomorrow I'll show you. So
lovely.
And I still managed to go get a great night's sleep. So fuck you to the person that sent me that message. And then, you know, I get to the venue and I was thinking to myself, most people don't say it in your face, but there's a lot of people hoping that you don't pull this off. He's rapping now. How dare he? You know, that the temperature, if I didn't get this victory,
you'd have been mad.
Oh, you see what that rap does? Yeah. You know what I mean? I would have been in some severe. I would have had to go to Jamaica or Nigeria and just chill out for a bit. You know what I'm saying?
You know me. I'm a snake as well. I would have been bro, like raw. It's like Okolie's giving us from.
Yeah,
so
no. I had to go out there and get it done.
No, that's it. So hold on a minute. I got to ask, like on a real one, because you look mad relaxed the whole process. Like the sit downs, the conversation. Were you that chilled, or is it a thing where you just don't show your nerves, or were you as chilled as you looked?
No, I genuinely feel chilled. Like I genuinely feel chilled. It's just like ultimately for me, I train very hard. I believe in myself, and all the nerves don't do nothing for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been nervous, and it worked for me. Do you know what I mean? So I just relax and. Yeah, I just have fun, and the most important thing is I just say to myself that it's a blessing to be in this position, to box for a world title, or to do this, to do that, to be able to make music or write a book. It's all a blessing. So I'm just gonna go out there and enjoy the process, and whatever happens. Ultimately, I don't bank on ever losing, but I know to myself that I'm still gonna have the same friends and family that were there beforehand, and are gonna be there afterwards. And I'm handsome enough to still get girls. Maybe not the bougie ones that want the money, but that's okay.
How do you think Miss Banks is feeling now, seeing you win the world title?
She's probably happy for me. We haven't spoken.
Okay.
But, you know, I don't see why she wouldn't be happy for me. You know, well done to the boy who achieved his dreams.
Lovely.
No, wait, hold on. Travis, you had to go with the joke question. I'll try to ask the soft.
Go on. No, be real.
When your pops, you and your dad and your brother are in a hug, like, what is being said in that moment? Because I was like, that looked like a real moment. Like, I felt it myself.
No, he just said how proud he was, you know, and like, obviously, I've never seen my dad close to tears before, and there he was, just literally just shaking, like, couldn't believe it, because ultimately, you know, when I win a world title, everyone that supports me wins a world title. My mum's a world champion now. My brother's a world champion. My dad's a world champion, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've got the same name. Anyway, like, obviously I'm junior, so you know all his friends and family know what I do. Obviously it's my family as well, but all his friends in Nigeria and whatever know where it is. So now he gets to be Daddy Big Bollocks. You know, when he walks around, hey, don't let my son look.
Now you lot made it hard for us other Nigerians, you know, because now, before there used to be 5 jobs that we could do. Now there's 6, bro. So what about
boxing as well?
Talk to me about it. You know, I mean, it's hard.
So, hey, Okolie, so you called out Bradis straight after the fight.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that feeling. Why him straight away? Why not any of the other names in the division? Why do you want him straight away?
Let's be honest. Let's be honest before you answer this. A lot of the fans, even on here, were like, I saw what you did last night, but then this might be a big step. So that's in the air.
You know what? We'll find out together, won't we? Do you know what I mean? I'm certain with myself what I'm capable of. I know what it's like being in there with world-class fighters. Of course, maybe not in a competitive fight environment, but I know what I'm capable of. I know what it feels like through how other people respond to me in the ring. And it's one thing to talk about it, it's another thing to show it. So I'll be eager to show it. No matter what, I don't care, you know, what experience, whatever. The guy is 6'1". He knows how to throw a left hand, right hand, uppercut, whatever. And I know how to do whatever. So we'll see how we get together. Ultimately, what's the point of being a world champion and shying away from other world champions? It's wrong. Do you know what I mean?
I hear that.
Guys at British level who don't want to box other British fighters and this, that, and other. Mate, there's a whole world out there. You just got to go take it.
So how many fights are we looking at before you make the jump to heavyweight?
As many as it takes to unify. Hopefully I can unify in the next one and then we can see. But I'll take it fight by fight. I haven't really got a plan as such. I mean, I'm just excited to get back in the gym, get to work, come up with a new game plan for a new opponent.
Yeah.
And just shock people more and more. You know, there's a lot of people that didn't think I'd be able to ever win a world title. I've won one. There's a lot of people that watch some of my early fights and say, he won't ever achieve any that, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that thought I could and I was able to. Are you shitting off?
No,
okay. And I was able to. And you know, anyway, that's enough.
Let me ask you one more, because obviously this name's been flying about. Dillian Whyte. A lot of people are thinking that that's a good fight for you at heavyweight. Like, how are you feeling about that just in the future down the line?
Yeah, as soon as I move up to heavyweight, you know, that's one that, you know, I wouldn't shy away from. I just feel like ultimately there's a bit of history there. I don't overly think about him, but I'm not a person that talks for the sake of talking. Like, as we've seen from my career, when it's time for smoke, like I'll go for it. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, in that, I said what I said at the time, and I stand by it. But ultimately, I also said, I'm not heavyweight yet. Let me do what I need to do as a cruiserweight. Wait.
Listen, all I'm saying, let's cut it. But I want to say this to you right now, bro. When we allow to see you in person,
we gotta sit down.
Proper, because you said literally, I'm gonna win the title and I'm gonna come back here with it. So when we're back,
and I will do. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. People think I talk just for this. Like, I mean what I say in all aspects. You know what I mean? Like, when I say this guy, I'm not ducking. I'm not afraid of this guy. I'm not afraid of that guy. I've got a plan. I want to do this. So I stick to it. Do you know what I mean? And ultimately, you know, I think I've been everywhere today. So I think, you know, a lot of people are going to be seeing. Some people are going to be happy. Some people are not going to be happy. Whatever. Do you know what I mean? I just continue to level up. And that's that. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Listen, bro. Look
Respect,
up yourself. Enjoy yourself, man. Listen, we're waiting for we're waiting for the next tune still. Try and get AJ in the studio, please.
Yeah, we've been having serious discussions. I think we're about 75% way on the negotiations. I think we're gonna get there. Now with this belt, I think we're gonna get there.
There's leverage. Lovely.
Yeah, 2 world champions on attack.
Look after yourself. Have a nice one.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
Oh. Wow.
Come on.
Do you know what?
That's an exclusive. Only on Monday Night Smoke.
Only on Monday Night Smoke, bro. Listen, wait, that's kind of sick, though.
That was cold. He's sounding, bro. Listen, it's a faultless. Everything you said there, you can't pop. There's no holes to be poked into it.
You know what's pissing me off the most, though?
What's that?
I need to leave because I heard my internet, has done a complete madness, bro. So you're gonna have to hold down the show.
I'm gonna take calls. You're gonna
have to take calls, but this is ridiculous because I've got that plan. Anyway, let me go. I've got this internet. I've got like the
guys. The lines are now open while KG goes and does his thing. He'll join us when he can. The link's in the chat right now. Let's get busy, man. Let's get it cracking. Hey, that was cold still. Okolie sounding confident, man. Shouts out to T Adu, KG for upgrade to that 100 megabytes plan. The disrespect is insane. Mad. All right, Mohammed, what's going on, bro? You're live. Talk to me.
How's it going, bros? I know KG's off, but
all good, man.
Good.
Yeah, KG's dealing with technical difficulties. How are you, man?
Anyway, I'm good, thanks. Happy Monday, and it was a good week. It was a good weekend of boxing. Big ups to Lawrence Okolie, 16-0 world champion. Love the vibes. But I have to be honest, I actually called in for another reason, and I think KG didn't mention, but I think you're gonna mention it during this live call-in. It's about the pay-per-view which Eddie Hearn announced last week.
May 1st.
Yeah, I mean the Chisora Parker.
Yeah.
Brought the smoke last week with the Fury Joshua announcement, but let's be honest, he brought in to cover the hidden pay-per-view he was going to unleash during the week. Let's be honest, because
what you think AJ and Fury? You think that was a cover for the AJ and Fury convo?
Nah, he used the AJ and Fury convo to then slip in the Chisora Parker announcement, because we're all like. And because everyone I've spoken to during that week was all on a kind of a little bit on a high, like, finally, there's going to be a massive fight. So he went under the radar, this announcement of the Parker Chisora, because he knew there would be a lot of backlash from fans, because let's be honest, like no disrespect, Derek Chisora, I'm not gonna lie, over the past few years he's been giving me great fights, and I mean, with no disrespect, but him and Joseph Parker, I don't know why he's with Joseph Parker, how he gets away with these pay-per-view fights. Like, I know him
it's mad, isn't
it? YouTube fight as well. I think he was on YouTube. Then he went on with Joshua, which obviously that's a pay-per-view fight, I can't even deny. With Dillian Whyte, I remember at the time with Dillian Whyte, people were a bit suspicious about how is that at the time anyway, because this was in 2018. But I don't know how Parker and Chisora warrant another pay-per-view fight.
You know what it is?
The undercard.
Matchroom have Chisora as a pay-per-view star, like on their books. Like they have him down as a proper pay-per-view name. So I think because was Usyk a pay-per-view fight? That was pay-per-view, innit?
Yeah, that was a pay-per-view. Yeah.
So I'm saying Usyk is not really a pay-per-view guy on his own.
But Chisora. Nowadays, based on the fact that, let's be honest, Chisora does sell out. It's not like it's not like it's just on his boxing they're giving him pay-per-views, because he's a ticket seller and people do buy pay-per-view. But my problem is, if you see the undercard, Chris Eubank Jr.
No. Don't disrespect the undercard, bro. That undercard is stacked. Come on, man.
Like,
come on, bro.
Natasha Jonas,
Craig Richards and Bivol. Eubank Jr. Eubank Jr. is kind of a name. No, Eubank Jr. is kind of a name by himself a little bit to the point where it's like, man, want to see.
Eddie did this in the past. He used to do this, right? And I don't know if I think you will know. He used to do this, right? He used to drop in names like, Liam. I remember in the past, he used to be like Paul Smith, 8-rounder, Liam, Stephen Smith versus thing, and he
wouldn't name the opponent.
My thing is, I understand, if the name, if the names bring cachet, I get it, but it needs to be against the right opponent. Like Eubank Jr. versus Marcus Morris with Tyron Booth. And let's be honest, Tyron Booth is a guy everyone knows for being a troll on YouTube, etc. If you know what I mean. So I mean, like, just because Eubank Jr.'s got a name, like I need to competitive fights. Because Craig Richards, let's be honest, like.
Now, but Craig Richards though, that's a great chief support against Bivol.
That's a great fight, but I'm thinking Craig Richards could get smashed up there. Do you know what I'm saying? By Bivol. Like I'm saying, like,
have some faith, bro.
Because there's no world title. But then I know Bivol. Bivol is he a pay-per-view guy? And second, Chisora Parker's not even a world title fight. If 20 years ago I told you Hasim Rahman,
Katie Taylor and Tasha Jonas.
He is, but when has that become a chief?
No, but okay. All I'm saying is this year, there's no one fight that warrants it being a pay-per-view. But all 4 of these fights together, I say yeah.
But remember a couple of years ago when Kell Brook fought Frankie Gavin, there was 3 world title fights. It was Kevin Mitchell versus Linares, 50-50. But Selby versus I forgot the guy's name again. I forgot. It's like the Russian guy, and it was Anthony Joshua. I think Joshua was on the undercard as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he was on the undercard as well. But my thing is only what I know. Bivol is a world title fight. I get it, and Katie Taylor obviously, but Chisora and Parker is the equivalent of Hasim Rahman versus David Tua. Hasim Rahman, ex-undisputed world heavyweight champion. Let's not forget. I know he beat.
I hear what you're saying. But
my thing is, they were allowing these guys getting away with giving us pay-per-view, shelving out pay-per-views in that level. I'm like,
I feel okay. Here's what I think this is. I think these are like 4 chief support worthy fights. Like if these fights were all on the undercard of an AJ fight, for example, you'd be like, oh, that's stacked. But we've got 4 of those, so that's why I'm like, come on, give it. I ain't paying £25.99. But if they threw a little $13.99, yeah, I'll give that up.
Because if it was Eubank versus Liam Smith, I would be like, yo, you know what, Liam Smith, ex-world title, we can't give him that. Marcus Morrison, I mean, I never heard of him. I have to be honest. I never heard of him until
I hate
you. Like, because I don't know who he fought. Like, who did he fight? Like his last fight.
I couldn't tell you.
I saw his box rec. Hence why I was even more. I'm not thinking Marcus Morrison. It could be one because I remember Jared Heard a couple of years before. British guy, and I never heard of him. I forgot what the guy's name again. He fought, but anyway, I was like, these guys have good records. Like, shocking. And
so I'm gonna lie to you. I found out what Marcus Morrison looked like today for the first time. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means anything, but it's looking a bit nuts. But at the same time, again, I'm still excited about that card. I can't lie to you, bro. But listen, I gotta keep the lines moving. All right, go on. Last point.
Have you seen the this for all the guys on the chat, etc. This esports boxing? There's finally a boxing game coming. I saw the trailer the weekend, and you had like Crawford, etc. I just want to mention to guys who played Fight Night in the past chat that there's a game coming out finally after the decade long. So I just drop that there. But thanks for letting me call in and
no worries, bro. Take it easy, man.
Take care. Cheers.
Cool. Lineal Ray, you're up next. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's good? What are you saying?
I'm all right, fam. I'm all right. KG's out here doing a madness at the moment, but keeping this thing moving.
His Wi-Fi got the 10 count.
Bro, it's mad. I didn't see him getting stopped. I thought he could have recovered, but it's over.
Nah, do you know what? Yeah, I've come on this podcast in the past, and I've spoken on the UK guys and said that they've not matched up to the world level. Shout out Okolie because he broke that curse, man.
Facts. Big facts, bro. He came and delivered.
Listen, another thing, and I saw a lot of guys saying about Okolie shouldn't call out Breedis and whatever. Do you know what, yeah? Hey, tell Breedis come outside, man.
Come outside, big man.
Come outside, man.
We're on smoke now, bro. It's mad. I even watched some Breedis today and I was thinking to myself, He's dangerous, but I can see Okolie mixing it with him still. Like I ain't looking and thinking, oh, he's too much.
Let him come out third, man. I'm thinking. Do you know what's funny? It's like when you get that one win after bare L's and you feel confident again. But F it, man. Tell Breeders to come out third, man.
It's mad. How are you feeling about the Dillian Whyte fight this weekend?
Boy, it's a bit of a sticky one still. You know what? Yeah, I really do want to root for him, but it's just a case of like, this is really make or break.
KG's back in the game.
Come on, man. Swear down. What his wife came up like when Fury got knocked down by Wilder.
Bro, you don't understand how stressed I am. Do you know? I resetted it. I went to the router and I said, "Turn that bad boy off, fam." Do you know how long it takes to restart, bro? Anyway, I can't even get into it. Listen, I miss so much. I'm so angry right now.
It's all good.
Go on,
fam. You're talking about Dillian Whyte. He said it's a sticky one still.
It's never a sticky one. It's never a sticky one. What are you talking about, bro?
It's a very sticky one. Listen,
super glue.
Okolie made me believe in the UK guys, again. But you see that Dillian fight, I've said it before. The only thing with Dillian is he's so susceptible to getting caught that I just feel like there will be a time where he gets caught in that fight. And if he gets caught,
take this into consideration though. He needs
every single big fight he gets caught. Every single big fight.
No, he's gonna fight this fight totally different.
How do you know?
The reason why I say this, let's break this down now. He almost had him out of there the first time, but he didn't pressure him. He said that the maximum violence is coming back. He's not doing what he was doing before. He said, he's gonna go in and obliterate him, bro.
How is that better? How is that better if you got caught with a counter shot?
No, because I think he let him live too long in the fight. He let him carry on, bro. He should never have made it to his corner.
You're right.
Finished him. So then Usyk was probably thinking to himself, you know, like a wounded animal and you back him into a corner. That's No, we ain't got no time for that. There's no wounded animal talk. As soon as I think that you're about to go down, out, hit the floor, maximum balance. That's what my guy's coming to do.
I hope so, but do you know what it is? I get what you're saying, but even in some of his biggest wins, whether it's Joseph Parker, whether it's Derek Chisora, Dillian Whyte gets touched at one point. And so with Povetkin, it's just a thing of how not easy, but how difficult will it be for Dillian Whyte to get that out of his head? Because it's not easy to
the memories, the demons of that knockout.
I don't think he carries those demons, you know. I'm gonna look at you watch Dillian talk and how he's acting and stuff. Even him sitting down watching that Lawrence Okolie scrap. He's watching that Lawrence Okolie scrap differently. He's not watching it the way we're watching it. He's watching it saying, okay, this guy's coming soon. This is another guy that I might have to knock out. That's how he's watching the fight. So he's already not saying he's looked past Povetkin, but he knows what he has to do. He knows he has to manage a Povetkin work because his name is now not in the ranks where it used to be. He said it himself. The champs will talk and they'll say the real things. He said, listen, I need to get myself to back where I was when I was waiting all those days for my title shot. And that's when we were talking about him as top 3. That's what we're saying. That's a great opponent for AJ now. Now no one ain't saying that. All of a sudden, he's out of the conversation and he wants to reinsert himself with the big heavyweights, with the Furies, even with the Wilders. He wants to be in that chat at the moment.
He needs to make a big statement because I don't think a safe decision victory is going to do it for him either.
Not at all. Not at all.
Dylan ain't here for no decisions, bro. Dylan's here.
Like October Red said, don't start with the demons. Like everyone started talking that rubbish about AJ after he rematched Ruiz. But the difference is if he can't do a points thing. Like it's not like his belts where it's just like, get the belts and then just get out of there. Nah, he needs to knock him out. So coming from being knocked out and going in with the game plan to knock someone out, fam, he's human. The demons are there, bro. The demons were there for AJ in the Ruiz 2 fight. Let's not pretend like there weren't some moments where Ruiz got active and AJ looked a bit cagey and got the hell out of there. Yeah. Demons are real. So he's got to be out like yo.
You got to look at him because we're podding. We're going to end up podding now. Let's not pod. But all I'm just going to say is certain times there's fighters that disregard all of the things that they should take serious. They will just throw it away and they'll just go in. And Dillian seems like one of those fighters that's going to say to himself, you know what, Ashton, you're not better than me. I had you down. I was beating you up round after round, and then you came out with a freak. You hit me with a freak shot. That's what he has to call it.
You can't call it a freak shot because it looked like he closed his eyes and was swinging.
There you go.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
that's his punch. That's his punch.
No, but he has to call it that to himself to manage the mental. So they don't.
I get what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? So
AJ did the same thing. Punch from the gods.
It's punch from the gods. You have to tell yourself it was something. I had to be supernatural, just a fluke, even though it was not a fluke at all. This guy aimed it there. He was going there, and Dillian gets it done. Though I'm telling you guys, round 3.
We'll see.
Round 4.
We'll see.
Put the money down, bro.
I'm rooting for him. But before I go, because I was saying to Travis before how people telling Okolie to be shook at Breeders, and I said Breeders come outside real quick.
That's good. Wait.
You wanna know another one? Bivol, come outside, man.
Come on,
have a word with you, bro. Come outside, bro.
This is it, because you lot. I think you and Base have gone at it a few times. Yeah. Just saying that Breeders is the man. Yeah, and obviously it's Monday Night Smoke.
Base is waiting in the tuck as well.
Base is saying, because I see him in the comments, even on Saturday. So Base, I'm gonna introduce it to the thing right now. Base, are you fit? Are you fit? Are you fit, Base? Just give me a thumbs up. If you're not, I'll let Lino walk away.
No, he's fit. He's fit. He's fight ready. Bring him in.
More thumbs up, just to let me know.
He's ready.
Oh wow, he wants it with the Lino.
Come on, man.
Let's go.
Woo!
Base, Lino, round 1.
What's good?
Let's go.
Listen, all I'm saying, Faye, 6 years old, 6'1". He's getting knocked out, man. Stop this, man. The young boy, you saw what the young boy that's done this weekend. After another guy that was just like, yeah, he's short. He's gonna start off like that. He's keeping himself reserved. No, he's getting banged. That's what people were saying. Like, man was just, oh yeah, you see him. He's just doing that, crouching down so he can get inside. And Okolie said, yo, take this jab real quick, man. Same thing's gonna happen to Breeders, man. He's gonna eat some jabs, and then when the right hand lands, he's going down.
Talk to me, Base.
Okolie did great on the weekend. No question about it. It was a near punch perfect performance, but he still did get touched a little bit. Now, if we look at his style, the person you can equate his style to the most is Dorticos, who's about 6'3", who's got a very similar wingspan to Okolie as well. Very similar in their range. The way they punch is virtually the same as well, even to a degree the way they move. Look at how Breeders handled him. Touch man up all night, knock man out clean. He knocked out Gravatsky quicker than Okolie did. Now, there's levels.
Now, that was a dirty knockout, though. Let's be real. There was after the bell play. It was an elbow to the face. It was nuts.
There was a lot, but guess what? Man, who else has got that kind of dog in them? Like, put it this way. This is what I'm telling you. Man's a Capricorn.
I'll get out here with the stuff.
No. Listen. Like, when it comes to
you, fam.
When it comes to the fight game, like Capricorns are dangerous. Remember, some of the greatest in the world. Remember, Ali was a Capricorn.
Who else?
Muhammad Ali. Sugar Ray Leonard.
Man, king of astrology.
Just two.
I don't know what camp
No, there's a bag of them. There's a bag
what's
of
Marvin
them.
Hagler? What's Marvin Hagler? What's Tommy Hearns? What's their star sign? What's
Mike
Tyson's star sign?
To them ones.
Wait.
What's Lennox's star sign?
My point is, here's what I'm saying.
What about retrograde when that happens pre-fight?
Hey, listen, Travis, I want to have some fun.
I didn't do the whole thing. I could pull up the whole list. I'm not here for the whole list, but there's a bag of them. My point is, all I'm trying to say is, right, when it comes to, when you look at man's footwork, you look at Breeders' footwork, he'll be able to get inside that range, get in and get out cleanly. He's done it before with guys of a similar size.
Is that because he also studies the Tooth Fairy?
I thought you were supposed to be a judge.
Sorry.
Hey, it's rigged. This is Golden Boy Promotions. This is Golden Boy Promotion and your boy's Canelo, bro. I'm rigging this. Listen, Lennox came on before and he said a good tall man beats a good short man. As long as Lawrence is on his P's and Q's, yeah, keep the jab. And the thing is, he's just growing by every fight. He's not going to fight Breeder straight away. Obviously, he called him out.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying in the chat. I was saying it to Jeremy. If he's gonna fight Breeders, he needs to make him the last person he fights, not the next one.
But listen, Base. Do you reckon if they ever fight, and it's a full moon, do you reckon that?
He said Okolie sending to werewolf.
Useless. Absolutely useless.
So Lennox is a Virgo, Mike Tyson is a Cancer, and Floyd is a Pisces. Tell me about the correlation.
Wait. You know what's the nuts though? Base was doing so well. I was he came with the facts. He's left. He's
Nah, man.
Put it this way, if you go onto the list, of all the different star signs and you see how many of them are Capricorns, you'll see there's a pattern between certain types of individuals.
Don't DQ yourself like this, man. Don't DQ yourself like this, man. Don't.
Someone Google it now.
I'm doing it right now. 7 world champs who are Capricorns, yeah? So let's see.
I need the white.
Hold on, let me see. Where's this thing? 7 heavyweights who are champions. All right. So we've got 6 other heavyweight champions who were born under Capricorn. You got Tim Witherspoon, Corey Sanders, Joseph Parker, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, and Ali. Like, fam, there's bare other
Ali's only recognizable name.
You just said heavyweights. Look at boxers in general.
No, you're doing
that. How are you saying heavyweights when Breidis
I don't see Eddie Hearn saying, right, man's a Taurus, he's going to get I don't hear Eddie Hearn saying that. I don't hear the Oscar De La Hoya telling
hey, I'm bringing Base back. I need to put him in the sin bin. Base?
He DQ'd himself for that one.
That was a crazy showing. Showing.
As a coach,
bring him back in. Let's see what he's got left. I don't know if he's got more fight in him, but we'll see.
No, we got to say bye to Lineal because it's not right. You know,
right, cool.
Interview the champion.
Do I win that by DQ?
Yeah. Hold that.
I'll take that. So that's another W on the record. Still Lineal champ.
and still.
Come on, man.
So I'm gonna bring this back in. He doesn't need to.
Lineal finds a way to win. He just knows how to get a W.
Listen, man. Winners win.
Wait, but what star sign are you though, bro? Because you could have had another.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't know, but Floyd told me all work is easy work. That's all I know.
Nah. We're back up this though.
See
you later.
All right, man.
What's up?
Face the Kid. What's happening, bro? Welcome back.
Yo, first thing.
Sorry. Just before you get that off, what's your star sign?
I'm a Cap. Oh, no! But that's not the reason man said.
Do you know why I asked? Vincent said that in the chat. He said, I bet $20 he's a Capricorn and he's happy himself with it.
Nah, it's not even that.
Go on.
I want to ask one thing before I even get into what I wanted to talk. KG, on your YouTube channel, yeah? Why does your caricature look like Terence Crawford? What kind of madness are you in?
Wait.
Hold on. I'm showing it. Let me find it. I'm sure we even have it.
You can bring it in.
There it is.
Like what were you playing at?
Wait, it's not my night.
Listen,
Terence Crawford.
Wait. When I was I think the person that created it is a Scorpio. So
funny. Oh, wow, that makes sense.
I know.
Or maybe it was Mercury retrograde, so there was a bit of conflict in the
because
the
they created in the winter solstice. So.
Don't try it, Face. You know we're creating. Face for creating for this. Oh no, I feel bad.
No, wait, stop.
Nah, Base came with points. Go on, Base. Let's talk.
Yeah, you know what? There's one thing I'm a bit pissed off about still.
Go on.
Remember a couple of weeks back, and obviously we was talking about Fury and blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
And then we had the announcement. Remember the week before that, and Fury was like, "Oh, like we're no closer than we was a year ago."
Yeah.
And then it's like, as much as you hate to admit it, the brother was actually telling the truth in the interview.
Wait,
Because the whole thing about the split, we already knew it was going to be the 50-50 split with the 60-40 on the 2 fights. We knew that already.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's now actually signed, but nothing else was there, man was telling the truth. And I can't stand it.
The
We're
30 days situation.
We're scared because me, Travis, a lot of us are guilty. We got gas. We saw Sky Sports. We saw BT.
Yeah.
That's it. It's done. Nothing else is like it's happened. Now you're looking at the situation and saying,
It's a bit mad.
It's a bit mad. And I don't know if that's Trav, we'll save this to the pod, but I don't know if it was the networks trying to force them into it by putting up the pictures. You know,
I got my theory on it. I can't wait to get that off.
Okay. But yeah. No, Base. I feel so bad.
Base, this was an interesting performance this week.
Don't feel bad. Like there's things like I'm gonna send you something later on, innit? But that being said, if we go back to the thing real quick, like I said, Okolie impressed man differently. Like I have nothing bad to say about man. So and before I had a lot to say about him. But I like what he did.
Yeah.
I just think if you're gonna go for someone like Bradus, like he needs to be the last one. You need to old man him. Like get him when he's towards that twilight. Like we need like he's 36 now. Just turned 36 this year. You need him when he's like 37, 38. Go Gulamarian first, and then go Makabu, or the other way around, whichever way you choose, and then pick him afterwards because he's still got the movement. He's still quick. Like his footwork is he's an elite level. Like even if you remember the Usyk fight, how Usyk with the cruiserweight footwork was outstanding, and Bradus nullified him for the majority of the fight.
Yeah,
and it's only because Usyk had slightly better IQ, which took it to the end. So that's my point on that. I don't think he's ready for Bradus now. I love the confidence and the energy, but the same thing with the whole Craig Richards thing. I just don't know. It's not the right time, in my opinion.
I hear that.
Last one. What's it called? Hooker. Let's talk Hooker and Ortiz.
Ortiz, yeah. What did you think about the end? What did you think about the end?
It was unfortunate. Like man broke his wrist, didn't it? So I feel like from that happened, it's a case of.
But do you reckon that was like, all right? Let's be like, do you reckon that was good warrant to quit, or should he have just manned it out? Because obviously, as people do in the boxing community, when someone quits, they get on their high and mighty and start saying the things they're saying. Like, do you reckon that quit was legit? Like, he couldn't have continued at all?
I don't think it. I mean, no. Shall I tell you why? Here's why I don't think you continue with that. Number one, if your wrist is broken, which is what they've said, the wrist popped, is broken. So number one, so now you can't throw that. You weren't in control of the fight because you can't fight long. So now you've only got your jab hand, and you like to fight on the inside, but you've already been taking a lot of stiff shots. So with one hand, you're not surviving. You're just going to take punishment unnecessarily because you can't really defend yourself properly. Even if you get hit on that glove, like the pain is going to be severe.
Yeah.
Like, so you know, unless if it was a shoulder, you know, like we've seen before, okay, maybe you rough it out depending on the kind of damage you was taking before. But even though like he was touching man up and it was competitive, you could tell that it would only end up one way if you've only got one arm to attack and defend with.
Yeah.
So it was the right choice, in my opinion. It was a great fight while it lasted.
No, it was. Mate, Base, great resilience, fam. Do you know what I mean? Like, kept fighting on.
Always. Sometimes you gotta do something to keep it spicy, innit? Yeah.
I hear that, fam. I hope the moon base and the winter solstice is nice to you. Retrograde is real.
Brace has no shame. Brace was just talking about boxing like he never seen the moon.
Oh my days, bro.
You know what's killing me?
Nah, look at this comment. Man said, I bet Bass been collecting horoscopes back in newspapers since the 90s. I remember reading those. Do you remember?
What's nuts here is the more Bass was having a real conversation about things, the more funny it was getting. Because I was like, wait, bro, you were talking about the moon, cuz. How dare you?
Man brought up star signs in a legit combo. Oh my days.
You better take a knee right now. Lie down.
Man said another reason why he's gonna win is because he's a Capricorn. I'm like, imagine a man telling you that, right, how's training camp? Are you ready for the fight on Saturday night? It's like, listen, this is my season. You know, the stars have aligned wonderfully. I'm a Capricorn. This is my month.
I can't believe what this was doing. And then what was the best part about it is when, because he came with the jokes and that, I thought, no. Listen, we stay in season, bro. We train for war, bro. You're not getting these cusses off.
Man hit you with a Terrence Crawford.
Yeah. But you can't. When you make a mistake like that, we smell blood, bro. But anyway, Base, you'll come again.
You'll come again, fam. I think Base, he's got it. He's got resilience. He's shown week in, week out. He comes back. He's like Derek Chisora.
I'm going to start calling him the gatekeeper. That's his name.
He's the gatekeeper of the comment division. And the maddest thing is, he's still on the thing. And he's just looking at us with bare scrutiny like, all right, you man just wait. Watch Base, he's coming next week with facts. He's going to get us out of here first round.
Next week he's going to have mad astrology, bro.
He's going to post a mad throwback of us from like 2011 and be like, "Raw, what's with the boot cuts?"
All right, cool.
Oh, man. Off the canvas.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Oh, that's funny.
Off the canvas, it's time.
Oh. Hold on.
Oh my days.
Bro, is the palm reading comment? Is the palm reading?
The comment section, someone said the star gatekeeper.
Right.
Stop. All right. You have to realign.
Hold on.
It's these pricks in the free seat.
The comments have been killing me, bro.
You tried to tell.
He said in the comments, he said, "What would this show be without me?" Hey, listen. Give him his flowers, bro. Give him his flowers. Give him his flowers.
Oh, no.
Man.
He's changed my life.
Oh my days.
That was funny. I wasn't expecting that.
No, bro. We didn't know that's what's gonna, and that's really made my day. I didn't think I loved today.
No,
Base again. The man love in the comment.
Open the moon base.
We're back.
Off the cameras, talk to us, bro.
Yeah, man. Bro, like it's really good seeing Okolie, man. Like in terms of the exclusive, man. You guys, I don't know what you got some magical black book, man. The contact that just come up from. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on,
bro. Come on, man.
So what are you saying? We got Dillian. It's a big week. We got Congo as well. Let's not forget that.
We got Chris Congo.
Chris Congo on Saturday. Listen, go to Chris Congo's page. The Matchroom page, Matchroom Instagram, and there's a video of Chris Congo talking about how he trains with Josh Taylor. Don't watch.
Oh yes, I saw that. I heard about that a couple of weeks ago. He was training with Josh Taylor, which is very, very, very good.
They've been training together for years, sparring. Like hearing Josh Taylor talk about Chris Congo. Don't. Everyone make sure they watch that.
He said he's going to come out and do a mad. Congo said he's going to do a madness.
Yeah,
he's letting us know. I really hope there's a Connor style. I really hope he calls man out. I really hope
the post fight. Oh yeah,
that's a call out that just makes the world say, "Hey," because the division, Avanesian, it's an division. But you say to yourself, if he was to ever call out like Connor, the excitement. Eddie Hearn doesn't even have to worry about selling that fight. That's a good fight that we get to see. And
Trust
obviously,
me. Now Josh Kelly's out the mix. Now
the mix.
Congo can step in and be like, all right, let's go, Connor.
And how good would that scrap be?
Yeah.
I can't. Not even Conor Ben. You got Florian Marku. You've got the likes of, like you guys said, Avilisiev. So yeah, it's really exciting in that division. But I don't think Chris Congo is that type of person to call man out on Sky Sports.
No, he told us. We spoke to him and on the live. He said to us, "Listen, they're getting it afterwards."
He said,
I hope so.
I hope so. But in terms of just this week of Dillian Whyte,
yeah,
bro, this week I'm actually fearing for Alexander Povetkin, because Dillian Whyte, bro. Do you know Dillian Whyte, is usually ferocious with maximum violence, yeah. And angry Dillian Whyte that you've already beaten, that he's thinking about smacking your head up every single day, bro, is peak. And in terms of just a lot of people saying the demons and stuff like that, like you have to understand the character of Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte, he's not from like the UK. He grew up through this like the absolute roughest of upbringings. He's got a rhino skin, demons and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, I can't. Even he'll be the last person. He will be literally, if there was a queue of heavyweights, he'll be right at the end, even behind Fury in terms of just
why?
Because of just the nature of him, his upbringing, his mentality, his maximum violence mentality. In fact, a lot of people were criticizing him, and the fact that he was chasing the likes of Deontay Wilder for years, 1,000 days, and still having that level of composure. And not to mention the wins he's had against with Joseph Parker, Oscar Rivas, etc.
To jump in on that point, I think that Deontay Wilder was afraid of him. I honestly believe that because it was for so long. We've seen guys get a title shot very quickly. There was something blocking that thing from happening. I honestly feel that Deontay Wilder didn't want that smoke because it was the fear of almost the unknown, because he kept getting better. Though he couldn't look at the AJ defeat and say, "Oh, that's how I did it," because he's not that fighter anymore. He's definitely come on leaps and bounds. He's probably saying to himself, if I have this fight, it potentially might not go my way, and it'll leave me in the situation that Wilder finds himself in right now.
My thing is this, we're talking about the upbringing and all that kind of stuff. How important do you reckon that stuff really is in the grand scheme? Because remember, this ain't a wrestling match. This ain't road tactics. This ain't Lucas A. It's boxing, not a street fight. So there's man in boxing that weren't on road, but they box like they box. That's what they do. So how much do you reckon that helps when you saying about his upbringing and all this kind of stuff? Let's not pretend like we can't see. Technically, sometimes Dillian looks a bit shaky with things that he's even doing well. So let's be real here.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point. I'm talking about in reference to his like insecurity, his demons, his thinking, his self-doubt, if that makes sense. That's in terms of the start of I'm thinking about. In terms of just this week, in terms of Povetkin, I think Dillian Whyte is going to he's going to blitz Povetkin. For me, Povetkin, and also I've been hearing Povetkin be working on the defense, and I don't think any kind of defense from his type of age, a 40-year-old, is going to defend against what Dillian Whyte can come with. The power, the ferocity. He's got to back him up. The last fight he was Dillian Whyte, and he wasn't maximum violence, and he knocked him down twice. Imagine Dillian Whyte literally trying to lick off his head. Imagine
what performance of Dillian Whyte's have you seen that you'd say if that Dillian Whyte fought Povetkin, he knocks him out?
Joseph Parker. That's what I think. I think
as deadly as a knockout as that he gave to Chisora, I see him coming with that level of animosity and violence to it. I honestly, like, as you say with Hay, I fear for him. Do you know what I mean? I honestly, because he's sitting down. Look at all the fights that he's had to sit in Portugal watching by a stream. Wherever he's in the world, he's watching, and they've got a camera direct on him. He's thinking to himself,
all right, but I got a counterpoint to that.
No, save that counterpoint to the thingy though, because we're going to talk about this on the
fine.
My second point, in terms of like a lot of people have been criticizing the pay-per-view that's going to happen for Chisora and them lot. It's a very, very stacked card. And what I think is that a lot of people are underestimating the women's boxing as a whole, and and for that reason, like if that was the same caliber of fighters in men's boxing, even if it was like even half even half the quality of these ladies in a men's boxing ring, a co-headline in that show, I'm not gonna lie, nobody will have a complaint. But because it's women's boxing with Katie Taylor and Natasha Jonas.
That's a good fight, bro.
Katie Taylor is undisputed women's world champion. Okay, Natasha Jonas is coming off of last year. She had a very controversial draw against Terry Harper. Terry Harper is another
and I thought she won that fight.
I thought she won that fight as well. Who else is on that card? You've got
Eubank Jr.
Eubank Jr. is coming with his name. Eubank Jr. is coming to sort of build up
the challenge.
A lot of people don't like.
What about the challenge that he's fighting? What about the person that he's fighting?
Nah, Eubank ain't fought in ages though. This is a warm-up fight.
For me, yeah, this justifies this fight. So he's been off for a year. This is a good warm-up to get him into the fight. However, a lot of people are saying that because he's not in a competitive fight, this doesn't warrant to be a pay-per-view. You guys know this. You guys have been doing shows wherever. You guys know that it doesn't matter how funny that comedian is. If they put bumps on seats, then that warrants the ticket prices, etc. You guys know,
right? You know your stuff still.
yeah. It don't matter. Chris Eubank comes with a name because of his father. We all know this, okay? Partly because of his father, and also as well.
He's exciting as well. He's exciting.
He's exciting, and for the rest of the card is a very, very stacked card. So. For me, Katie Taylor headlined the show last year in terms of, I think it was in November, December. She headlined her own show. That was the first, I think it was one of the very first shows in the UK that a woman headlined the show.
Oh, yeah.
So in terms of this, I consider this a pay-per-view.
She got moved to by Pursoon though. And even the second time, Pursoon...
I
had her lose that fight,
Yeah, same.
That fight.
It's close though.
Yeah, and that was the first one. Pardon?
Katie's not on this Dillian card, is she?
No, the
Dillian card. You guys are forgetting as well. Eric Molina versus Fabio Wardley. A very good fight. For Fabio Wardley. I hope he blitzed past Eric Molina. Do you know what I clocked here? The fact if this wasn't in Gibraltar, I don't think Eric Molina will be fighting him because I don't think he's allowed back in the country. Remember, because of the the British Boxing Board of Control controversy, I don't think he's allowed to fight.
I can't remember that. What controversy is this?
So I think there was a problem with regards to his. I think it was a drug testing problem that he had in the UK, and they took I believe they tried to take a sample from him. But he basically rejected it and then decided, you know what, I'm going to America to fight. And then from then on, he hasn't fought in the UK since. And that was, I think that was after the Joshua fight. That's why he hasn't fought in the UK. Because this is in Gibraltar, things are a bit more different. So I'm glad that that Fabio's Steph. This is his 11th fight. This is his 11th fight against Eric Molina. I remember Joshua fighting his 11th fight or 10th fight against Eric Molina. This is a very good step up. So I can't wait for this fight, this card as well. Dillian Whyte, last minute prediction. Dillian Whyte to win on the 4th round KO.
Yeah. Cool. With me. Still, 1 second. We need to. What about Babbage? What's going on with him? Because I know
he's got a shoulder injury.
I don't know.
Makes sense.
Because Dillian Whyte was saying that. Basically, he's a bit reckless, right? In terms of the gym, in terms of his training, he doesn't know when to stop because he's the savage, and that's what a lot of people like about him. But then he then ran overworked his body and got himself into a situation where he got injured. So he should be out within the next. People are saying 6 weeks or so. So he should be out by I don't know.
Such a shame because I remember seeing his name on the card, and I like him. Excited.
I'm a big fan of Babbage.
Want to see it. Let's go, man. Listen, thank you so much. Another great
bro.
Big
Look
up,
up,
big
easy,
up,
bro.
big up.
Cool, man.
Let's bring in young Yoda. Ooh,
He's not on there still. Let's go.
All right, cool. Go.
What's happening, man?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can, yeah. What's happening, bro?
I'm good still.
Talk to
Well,
me.
Talk
how
to us,
you
man.
guys?
What's on your mind?
Yeah. Yeah, Dillian Whyte, I'm not too sure what happens if he loses this fight. His back's up against the wall. You know, he's been changing trainers like every single week. This is his third trainer in 3 fights, so I don't know. I'm kind of worried for him to be honest.
If he loses, I reckon his career starts to look very Derek Chisora-ish. Where it's like
he becomes more of a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
But then, what do you thinking about how he had the last fight? Do you reckon he can change things up? How will he approach this fight, and how do you think he gets this fight? How do you think he wins this fight?
I think this is because if he loses this fight, he's no longer a pay-per-view fight, in my opinion. So if he loses, then his back's up against the wall. So I'm sure he's training hard. I'm sure he's still gonna be. There's no way he's going on points because we have the stamina. So I think he's just gonna have to go for that knockout.
I hear you. Is there anything else you're looking forward to? There's more boxing coming, and I don't want to bring this topic up, but let me just ask the question since we're here. Tyson, have you mentioned that? Because I know I was away. Travis, did you mention Tyson Evander? Tyson Evander 3. Would you watch it?
No, I'm not really. I can't lie, I'm not really interested in all that. Tyson just looking for. I saw that thing with the Chiller. He said he's no longer affiliated. The guy's just trying to get as much money as he can after being robbed by Donkey most of his career. So he's just trying to get as much money as he's. It's more of an exhibition as well. This is all for show. This is like WWE. It's not really boxing, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's real. I know you lot keep telling us to mention and speak about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, but there's no point.
There's no movement. There's no movement on that. Those two guys do not want to fight each other. It's very, very jarring.
Yeah,
and Travis, I think you need to stop letting these guys draw you out with Anthony Yard. When they ask you, you just need to. I'm Anthony Yard. You just need to stop. Just ignore them. Just trying to draw you out.
I hear that still.
Wait.
I hear that. I hear you loud and clear, bro.
MTKG's entered the chat. What do you mean people are trying to draw him out?
Like, just asking. We know Anthony Yard. I think he's a quality fighter. He's just missing a few things. He's barely had which fighter starts boxing 1920 and gets to this level already? Like, it's unheard of, to be honest. And
so you're saying because he started fighting late in his career, what does that mean?
He's lacking a lot of qualities, but we know that, and they've asked you like the same question like 3 times over and over again. What's happening? Just need to ignore them, Travis.Ey're just trying to.
No, you can't ignore them.
No. He's right. Bro. There's no new developments. There's no new developments, and you just revisit the convo just for sparring.
I wanted to because I heard January, bro. That's all I heard. I heard Jan. You heard Jan. Aren't you waiting for a development? Are you not waiting? Go. What's going on? Are you waiting
when it happens?
Well, I think it's clear that he's staying with Tunde because he would have announced it by now. Because obviously, if you're trained in training, you're going to be training with them now because your fight's going to be in a month. And I think, in my opinion, Tunde kind of gets a lot of disrespect because he's brought Anthony Yard up to now. If you look at it, the way people speak of Ben Davison like he's Freddie Roach or something, who has he coached to actually fight someone? He hasn't coached anyone.
But then we're not talking about. I don't think it's. I think it's a team thing. I'm not blaming. So a lot of people, when I have my critique, I'm not just sitting here pointing just at Tunde. I'm talking about when they done the interview was the most telling thing I've ever seen. When Anthony Yard's talking to the guy with the bow tie. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I can't remember his name.
Anton.
Him.
Yeah.
When he's talking to him, in that thing, they talk about the training. They talk about the sparring. They talk about the level of sparring they're doing, and it's not to the highest level. You can't prepare for fights if you're not sparring properly. You're not going to be ready. So my issue is not just, and then when we talk about the tank being empty, that's another issue.
But if he's highlighting the issue, clearly he's looking to deal with it.
I think that is highlighting Tunde's problem. He doesn't really know how to take criticism on board. He kind of, in interviews, he brushes it off. But I think behind closed doors, they know what they need to address. But he never really says that, like in the public, on a public forum. He'll never say, "Yeah, I understand this." But behind closed doors, I think they
won't give it up.
No, he won't say that he did that wrong or this happened or that happened.
But is that at the detriment of his fighter? Is the question?
I think that's at the not of his fight, of his more like public image, not of the fight. Because I know behind closed doors that Defo dealing like they're not. These guys aren't blind. And Tinian Defo has other boxing people in his circle that are telling him this and that. They're not stupid. So Tunde just does this in the public, and obviously people hate him for it because they just think he's a cocky person and he's I'm always right. But they definitely know behind closed doors they need to do what they need to work on.
I just think that they've got a champion. They've actually got a champion there. It's not like I'm trying to be funny. I know that if him and Lyndon get in the ring, he should blitz him. He should go to war the way I expect Dillian to go to war. In the next
get him out of here in the rematch.
I see him as a real contender. My issue is sometimes, when people don't live up to their expectation just because you keep making the same mistakes. Travis has been saying for years, KG, you don't promote yourself. You did it like you're funny, but no one knows you're funny. Do you see what I'm saying? It's taken me how many years, Travis? You've been telling me
bro, how long we've been rocking years to get active online? Yeah,
to finally get active online. It's taken years, and who knows that the best years. I can't say the best years are behind me because
it's true.
True, but it's taking years, and I didn't know when the iron was hot.
Because I swear you filmed that video on the Chicken Collagen show.
Yes, I did. 10 years ago.
I went to school in Dunraven, and that was something. Yeah.
I wanted to go to that school. I didn't get in still.
Yeah, that video probably. So did you take it down? Because the views aren't as I swear it was.
It's not as good. Well, I never owned it. How about that? Anyway, it's a long story. My career mismanaged. Me, I had Frank Corin in ultimate mismanagement, bro. And I'm looking at Yard saying, don't
make no mistakes.
Don't make those mistakes because you have a short window. We're looking at how Okolie's done it, and let's call it right. He's got power. He's got all ingredients.
And you got to remember, like, he's had a journey of coaches as well. So, like, Shane McGuigan is the recent trainer, and it looks like he's finally come together. But you got to shout out Okolie for shouting out all of his older trainers from the amateurs and all that kind of stuff in that post fight. That's big because it's every trainer that adds something to you. But you know what I mean? It's loyalty doesn't reward you in boxing. Sadly, as much as people talk about it, because trainers can train someone else when you retire. They keep going.
They keep going. You have a short window. You need to make the most of it. And Lawrence has made the most of his window. He said when he came on there and said, "Listen, they're not at the races that I'm at." He's talking this talk, and each time he was tested, he won. And what you got to do with with Yard's career is everything. When I say everything is there, he's got the look, shape, everything that you also.
It's a superstar in waiting.
You've got everything there, and then even you've got the trainer that's a bit over the top. Just push, and you can actually take over. BT. There's a reason why Sky, as soon as Yard lost, they put it up on their website. Don't usually mess around with that, but they said, BT's main champion, the person that we have to watch out for, has lost. The walls have crumbled, bro.
In my opinion, I think they should add someone to the team like Joshua did when he ended Angel Fernandez. They should add someone else to the team because I think that's the best solution. They just get another pair of eyes who actually has a significant influence in what goes on in the camp.
Well, anyway,
good call, bro. Good call, man. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
As soon as someone mentions Yard Boy, I wake up, bro. Here you go. Let's get English in. English.
Talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I was just wondering, if what are the scenarios if White? I think he's
1 second. We gotta sort out your line. Is crazy right now.
Better now.
1 second. This is like a buzz. I don't know if you got us turned up in the background.
No, I can turn it down a bit.
1, 2, 1, 2. Say something.
Hello?
Yeah, Travis, you can hear that, sis. Man said, oh no, she didn't. October Red said, turn off your vibrator.
You know what? It might be my fan. You know, it might be my laptop's fan.
Oh, I see. All right. If you have to speak loud for us, then, bro.
It's sorted out. Yo. No, it's not.
Just speak loud. Just speak loud for us, bro. So we can
okay, yeah. So I was wondering, yeah. So if he loses, I feel like the best case scenario is probably the Chisora trilogy, and if if he wins, which like, I mean, like, if he wins, what does that mean? It took him his second go for someone that Joshua beat 3 years ago, and he knocked him out. So what does it show with his levels? And like, if you look at his previous wins, you could arguably say he might have lost that Chisora fight, the one that went to decision. And maybe even Parker was showing a bit of fight, especially in like the 12th round. So it's kind of like, what does it mean for him going forward? And like when you said earlier, like Wilder ducking Whyte, right? I don't think so. Like I feel like Wilder like dealt with the Cuban guy, right, quite well,
Ortiz,
right? Ortiz, right? And like, how is Whyte going to outpoint him, outbox him? Is he going to knock him out? If Wilder can land at Fury, he's going to land at Whyte. And like, who is Whyte going to get up?
Facts. I agree.
No, but I'm just saying, before, remember, we haven't seen this knockdown. But there was a minute where Whyte was almost really respected, and there's a reason why we're talking about the 500 days. Yeah? Now the knockdowns happen, and it happens with every fighter. As soon as you get hurt, or people see that you're human, happened to AJ. AJ got beat down by Ruiz. Everyone started talking on AJ crazy. We weren't talking about him like that before, but a loss can do that. You look at someone and say, oh, he's normal. I can get there. So I think what's happened with Whyte is he's whoa. Turned it up. You turn up the power.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, we can't do this. We can't do English. We gotta, because we need to respect our listeners as well, bruv. Sorry, Travis. I was trying, but I couldn't even override that. All right, let's just end it with my brother, man. Listen.
What's up? Hi, guys.
What's going on, Motto?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how far?
You do that. You start. You know what we're waiting for, bruv. That is your slogan, fam. When
I'm never doing that shit again. I'm never doing.
Why? Give the fans what they want, bro.
Nah, there are no fans here. Just a tiny community, man. There's no fans here. We have no fans now. When we get bigger, then we got fans.
You actually got a strong fan base, bruv. And
you got a fan base, bro.
You got a fan base, bro. So you got to respect the fans, or they'll turn on you, bro.
Don't worry. The next one.
All right, cool. All right, listen.
Talk to us, bro, because I know you wanted to get your bars off.
Don't really, though. If it's not Tyson Fury, I don't have any smoke. I'll just say what I think. I don't care about the rest of these fighters like that. Dillian Whyte is fighting this weekend.
Talk to us.
Man, he's going to beat up Povetkin, man. I don't know how you can say Travis. He's going to beat the shit out of this guy. And it's not because he's better than Povetkin, like in their primes or anything. It's just because of the styles. Once you back up Povetkin, it's done. You know the fight. There's some fighters that once you start backing them up, it's just like the fight is over. Like there's no point fighting again. Like Mike Tyson, when you start backing him up, it's over, man. So like, and that's what Dillian Whyte does. He fights on the front foot, and he's going to continue from where he left from before he got knocked out. And again, when I mean he's going to beat up Povetkin, it depends on him because he was actually beating up Povetkin, but he allowed himself to get caught, and he can get caught. You can't change that. There's nothing you can do. Once you're liable to get caught, you can get caught at any time in your career. So you can also get caught in this fight. You can get caught in the remaining fights if fight till the ends. But if it's Dillian Whyte, if you're in the Dillian Whyte camp, you're praying that he knocks him out before Dillian himself gets knocked out. So that's the way I look at it. And
fair enough.
And I also saw something on Twitter that there's no like testing for this fight, no drug testing for this fight.
There's no drug testing.
Yeah, no value testing.
But you know what? There's not been much testing for most fights over the last year and a bit because of COVID.
People are now saying Povetkin is going to be juiced up.
Oh, bruv, of course.
Them European juice, man.
Gibraltar as well. So you know
he's about to come in. He's about to come in fast, intense pace, Manny Pacquiao style.
Bro, the Just Eat delivery of drugs that can reach him in Gibraltar, we don't know, fam. So all I'm saying is I hope Dillian's ready.
He about to walk into that ring chewing pills down.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a good fight, good card up and down. The McKinsey fight, though, I haven't watched both of them, but like I checked their box rec, and McKinsey only has 2 knockouts out of 19 fights.
Yes, it's mad.
I wonder how that works. Like, is it fun? How do you have 2 knockouts in 19 fights?
I wonder how that works. That's funny.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. And yeah, that's all I get to say. Lawrence Okolie, I saw you guys had him at the beginning.
Yeah.
I just have to double down, man. That division is shit. Whack. Rubbish. Nonsense. It's not.
We can't listen.
You can't just trash the division, bro.
The division is rubbish.
English is back with improved audio. He's fixed it.
All right, cool.
We'll get him on before.
All right, so Omoto, we have to let's break this down, man. I get that you're choosing Fury, and we're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed, but come on, bro. It's like Nigerian after Nigerian. This one you have to stand by.
No, I'm an Okolie fan, but I'm just saying what I think. I never wanted Gloraki to win that fight. Why? Why would I want Gloraki to win the fight? I'm an Okolie fan. They look at it as if, oh, I'm anti-Nigerian fighters. No, I like my Nigerian fighters. But all then I like
not AJ. Not AJ though.
I supported AJ when he fought Andy Ruiz the second time, and when he fought his fights. But against Fury, man, I just can't support him for that fight. But I'm saying the truth about the cruiserweight division. Gloraki didn't get in Okolie's range at all. He was just outside receiving punches. How
he couldn't
forget about the cruiserweight division now. How is that going to work in the heavyweight division? 6'6", 220 pounds. Deontay Wilder, that's Deontay Wilder.
He'll bulk up. He'll bulk up going up to the weight, but you know he's an athletic big guy. He's smart. No, but you gotta look at it like this.
Is bigger than that. Look at it like this. Are bigger than that.
Look at it like this, though, bro. Deontay Wilder has been able to mix it with these guys with that skinny body. He's got power. If he had a good IQ, he'd be a much better fighter. So the weight isn't too much of a hindrance. Okolie can move. He's got power in the one.
Does Okolie have that one knockout power though?
We don't know at what that looks like at heavyweight.
You're not sure if he has it at the heavyweight.
But a banger at
cruiserweight. And he's also kind of better than Deontay because at least he can box on his back foot. But like,
there you go. But also,
he's better than Deontay because he can box on his back foot. But like Deontay Wilder's saving grace has always been that power, and you're not sure if Okolie has that power heavyweight because it's kind of a big difference. You see how Usyk is struggling, and Usyk is a way better fighter than Lawrence Okolie. So good to see how that works out for him.
But better is different skill sets. He's got better boxing IQ. He doesn't have better power than Okolie.
But he's going to beat up Okolie in the fight, though. Let's be real. He's going to get in range and box.
I want to watch it.
It's worth a watch.
I don't think Okolie's ready for like an Usyk battle yet because I think Usyk is a tidier fighter just so far, just yet. But I think what Okolie
gets in and out of Usyk though, he has underrated power. Because
I don't think
in that fight against,
he ain't got power like that, man.
You saw when he fought this guy.
He didn't hurt Chisora once.
He sparked Chisora hard in that fight. If you watch the fight, Chisora was going out like a few times in the fight. I don't know if it's because he's punch drunk or something, but like, it's if you watch the fight in like the end of some rounds, Chisora was
like round 8 or 9. Chisora looked like he was gassed out. It weren't like he got hurt. He got
rocked. He got rocked, man. I can assure you that if you watch the fight, he got rocked at a point in that fight. And he also knocked out Tony Bellew, like he knocked him out. Even though that was a cruiserweight. He knocked him out.
Bellew is not an example of heavyweight power, by the way. Bellew was never a heavyweight.
But he just knocked him out. I'm just saying he has underrated power.
How does Usyk beat Okolie, in your opinion? Just talk that through.
He gets in range, man. He gets in range and backs him up seriously.
He backs up Okolie.
I don't think he backs him up. I think he just has to outbox him and stay. It's a points victory. I can't. There's no way.
Fighters, what do you call it? Lomachenko, Usyk.
Yeah.
They have this thing of like non-punch like activity. I don't know how one person explained it like
I know what you're saying.
they
I know
use
exactly what you're talking about.
they use their footwork to back up fighters. They get in and out of range really quickly. So
passive
you
pressure,
can't
I think
you
they
can't
call
say,
it.
oh, he's going to time Usyk because is longer than Usyk, which is reach. Yeah, you got reach, but you need to have to use the reach.
What do you know?
So what about
get in and out of range really quickly.
So what about if Okolie comes in with a Teofimo Lopez game plan?
This is what I'm saying, Travis.
Then, that fight, you guys have to realize
power makes a big difference in these types of fights.
You have to hear this now.
Yeah.
The funny thing is,
Lomachenko can take a punch. He just didn't get going in that fight. I don't know how much.
1 second. The funny thing in that fight, I had to just mute him, fam. In that fight, yeah, you have to understand that Lawrence didn't throw his right hand. He didn't really get to throw it. So we haven't even seen how devastating that can be. If Usyk is in range and Lawrence hits him, that's something to deal with. That's something, again, we have not really seen that right hand just go. Yeah? And he wants to throw it. You hear what he's saying. Listen to the fight. Anyway, this is for the pod. Let's go. Anyway, go. Amato.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but like, if he isn't trying the right hand, it's because there are two things in his mind. How can I get countered off this right hand I'm about to throw? Because yeah, you control the right hand, but like, fighter can slip the right hand and give you and counter it really quickly. And Usyk can probably do that because he's a great all-round boxer. And another thing, I get like there's people like they're like powerful fighters with one knockout punch. But like you saw in Wilder versus Fury, in the second fight, as much as Fury beat up Wilder, I think it took about 2 punches flush on the chin from the quote-unquote greatest puncher ever. And he took it because he just took him, man. So like these people you're like calling one serious knockout punches, it's going to come a time in a fight where they actually land those punches and they don't actually do anything because they just take him, man. Some people can take punches.
All right. Well, listen, Amato, I see you on the weekend, bro. We'll see you.
For real.
We'll be here. Dylan's gonna do his thing, so I hope I see you. I hope you're okay with us.
Take it easy, man.
I'm able to find him, man.
I'll see you later.
Hey, right. English has set up his thing, but
then his devices.
It said it's improved audio as well. We're trying to give you the chance, bro.
Yeah. You really had the Amato connection today, bro. I hope my connection's better because I reset the box.
You're back in the game, bro.
Wicked. I was so.
All right, English, join us on Saturday, man. Guys, let you know we're going to be live Saturday night for the Dillian Whyte fight. We're going to be there from the jump. What are we saying? 7:30?
Yeah.
Kind of time.
Is the undercard tidy? If it's not tidy, I never want to see a Cordina fight again.
I want Chris. We got to catch the Chris Congo fight.
Oh yeah,
so we're not missing that. So we're going to be there. It's going to be great. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and just let's do this like how we always do, man. All right, guys. Take care, man. Peace.
Till next time. Peace.